In this episode, we'll be talking about B-roll. Nothing to do with bees.
Media.
Hello and welcome to the Media Channel. I'm your host, William Hugh. And today we are doing the B-roll thingy. So first of all, what is B-roll? Well, what we're talking about here is a technique that is particularly useful for documentaries and interviews and refers to the supplementary clips that are related or semi-related to the subject of your film. Now the term comes, of course, from the days when film was actually recorded onto rolls of film. The main roll of film, the actual interview for example, would be on the main or A roll, whilst the other stuff, shot to support it, would be on the B-roll. So why do we need B-roll? Well, B-roll is extremely handy for a number of reasons. One of the most common uses of B-roll is to illustrate and reinforce what an interview subject is talking about. A picture, as they say, is worth 1,000 words, as we see here. Yeah, so I took the cow to market with the intention of selling her, but was only able to get some magic beans for her. By means of experimentation, I actually ingested one of these magic beans and made the wonderful discovery that I could fly. Yes, it was absolutely amazing. I could simply soar through the sky like a bird. It was marvellous, and ever since that day, my main ambition has been to collect as many magic beans as I can find. Even if the interview doesn't really need such illustrating, it's still desirable to use it. Your B-roll can let you add pace, timing, and even helps to avoid boring your viewers. Oh yes. Can you imagine an interview that was nothing but a talking head? Yes, the entire collection at that time stood at 2,033. I was hoping by the end of that first month to make it 2,034, but this was not to be. Because of a certain amount of difficulties in transportation, I wasn't able to make 2,034 until the month after. Could I possibly make 2,036 by the month after that? There was only one way to find out, and that was to try. And indeed, I did make the head... I say, you all right? What? Yes, it could be devastatingly boring without a bit of B-roll. Now, one major yet largely invisible use of B-roll is to cover mistakes and jump cuts. Now, the type of B-roll used in this context are reaction shots, usually of the interviewer pretending to react to what the subject is saying. And these are known in the trade as noddies. I don't know why. For example, let's say you have a nice bit of interview but with a dodgy bit in the middle, like this. Yes, of course, and by this time, of course, it was becoming increasingly apparent that unless I could lay my hands on, what's the stuff called, the blue crystal stuff? Dilithium. Yes, thank you. Yes, unless I could actually lay my hands on a dilithium crystal, then time travel as a means of escape was simply not going to be an option for me. You can of course chop the dodgy bit out using your favourite video editor, and this would give you a nicely flowing audio, but the game is given away by the obvious jump cut in the middle, as you can see here. Unless I could lay my hands on a dilithium crystal. But not to worry, it's B-roll to the rescue. By simply dropping in a noddy reaction shot on top of the jump cut, like this, you can give the impression that the interview was absolutely flawless. Yes, of course, and by this time, of course, it was becoming increasingly apparent that unless I could lay my hands on a dilithium crystal, then time travel as a means of escape was simply not going to be an option for me. So there you have it, just a short example of the versatility, healing power, and downright all-round handiness of B-roll. Once you've used it, you will understand why filmmakers say you can never have too much B-roll. Try it for yourself and let us know how you get on in the comments below, because we would love to hear them. Well, that is all for this episode. If you've liked it, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, then hit the subscribe thingy, because that way I'll see you here next time and every time on the Media Channel. usually of the interviewer pretending to